everybody, back here with the 2016 Charger Scat Pack 392 Hemi RT. This thing is awesome looking. I've actually already done the driving portion of it just because I was afraid of a little rain. Because it's a little bit cloudy out here today, so I was worried that we'd have some rain. So I wanted to go ahead and get the driving portion out the rain before it started raining. And it never did rain, so I came back home, washed her up, and I'll do this portion of it now. And this owner has it basically blacked out. The wheels are like a flat. The entire car is blacked out windows. He still has the Scat color, the Scat Pack badge colored, which I'm glad he kept that. It looks awesome. Has a 392 Hemi badge still all colored in. Like I said, blacked out everything. Got blacked out. Just the Charger logo is blacked out. Still got the RT nice and bright, which I like that. It looks really good, like that popping. And the back end of this thing looks amazing too, with that nice like matte black wing. Basically, looks awesome. I think it looks great on the Charger. The dual exhaust tips look great. This thing looks like it's out to kill, and when you drive it, oh man, it's exhilarating to drive. It's awesome from every angle. I love that they kept kind of the same design as the old ones with the side. Basically just like the, I don't even know what to call that, just the curvature and the doors and everything like that. Nice basic mirrors, nothing crazy, but still look great. I love the front lip, everything, the headlights, the grille, the intake in the hood. Like nice, like just kind of quiet, but still angry looking lip, angry looking front end. Just looks bad and muscle car type from every single angle. And you see this thing going down the road and you know it's something different. And just oozes meanness from every angle. With the bigger wheels you get on this, I don't know if these are stock tires or not, but they're Goodyears, not anything crazy. You know, 245 wide tires. You got Brembo brakes all the way around on the fronts and on the backs. Front ones are a little bit bigger than the back ones, but man, it is mean. The red calipers pop really nicely. Like the red with the red 392 with the red RT, everything goes together really nice. And the headlights are beautiful on this thing. Really nice headlights. I like how they say Dodge on the side of the actual light there. They're still halogen. They got a little LED strip in there, but the headlight itself is still halogen. And just mean from every single angle. Let's take it to the inside. Something else to mention as you're going to the inside here, as long as you have your Dodge key fob, which the one here is just the basic key fob, nothing crazy, just black, your basic buttons on it, but you keep that in your pocket at all times. Obviously you walk up and it unlocks with your hand under there. You reach your hands under there, knows you have the key. That's one of the first things you notice as you step in. The seats are super duper comfortable, hug you in really nicely. I'm a little bit bigger guy and they still hug me nicely. They're not too tight, not too loose, nothing like that. And one of the other things is the door is real nice and solid door. I'm gonna go ahead and close it up, start it up, because it's pretty hot out here today. It's about 92, 93 degrees outside. So let's go ahead and start it up. Love that. Pulls up the 6.4 with the B on it and everything. Really nice gauges on it. I don't know if these are the same as the regular base ones, but they look so mean with the red rim around it. I love the nice large screen in the middle, which I mean you can change everything on. You got everything. I mean, endless possibilities. You go back to the center screen over here. Your radio is great, sounds amazing. This also has the beat speakers in it, the Beat audio. They sound great. Really nice crisp tones, really nice bass to them. Just all your typical stuff, your climate controls. You know, you have your heated and ventilated seats, which is really nice for down here in Louisiana with the heat. They're great. They're amazing. I love this screen. It's super responsive, and everything's really easy to use. Nice colors, really crisp and defined. Super easy to use. And I didn't figure this out until a little while later. You have, after driving it for a while, you have your Sport and your Super Track Pack. Sport, you press that. You got your green racing flag that comes up right there, and it sharpens your shifts. And while you're in drive, it keeps you in a little bit higher gear, higher RPM and stuff like that, just cruising around. Then you press your Super Track Pack, and that brings up your performance page, where you can activate your launch control, set your launch RPM, you can change your drive mode and all that, your paddle shifts, your traction control, your steering, like everything. You can set everything up the way you want it, the way you're comfortable with it. And I think that's really cool, really awesome. Close that out and go back to whatever screen you were on before. Really easy to use. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, all that. As you go down below there, you have your climate controls, your radio controls, like I said, your Sport and your Track Pack button, parking sensors, your defrost, like all your climate controls and stuff, which all the knobs feel really nice, really easy to use. As you adjust up there, and it'll tell you. You can adjust, like putting your AC down colder, it'll say up there like that is really cold. But continuing on, you got a little cubby right here. You got your power outlet. You have your shifter that's really nice, feels really comfortable, nice to rest your hand on while you're driving. You have a small little cubby right here that you can like put your key in or something like that. And then right here you have 2 cup holders. Have your center armrest, which is nicely padded, really comfortable right to sit your arm on and stuff like that. You can also slide your cup holders closed or open. And in here, you have a fair amount of storage. Nothing too crazy. Nothing super deep. The seats, like I said, are super nice. You have the B, I guess you call it the Rumble Bee, stitched into the seats, embroidered in there. As you can see, they're a mix of leather and this, I guess cloth. But it's super nice, super comfortable, feel really good. And also with the steering wheel, you have all your controls for your screen. You have your cruise controls. You got paddle shifters that are nicely placed. If you're using them for like first or second gear, pulling out of somewhere, it's kind of difficult because you have your wheel turned and they're mounted to the wheel right here. So that makes it a little difficult. You have your phone controls right here, and it's a leather wrapped wheel. Really good, nice and 9-3 grip with a pretty small but also nice 10 and 2 notches. So overall, really nice wheel. Not a flat bottom or anything like that, but really nice, really comfortable to use. Now I'll change it over to the driving portion. Alright, setting off in the Charger Scat Pack. This is the highest horsepower vehicle I've ever driven. I haven't driven many very sporty cars in my life. Nothing like this new with this much horsepower, so I'm really excited about driving it. And one of the first things you notice when just sitting down in the car is that the seats hug you really nicely. Even like I'm a little bit bigger of a guy, not like super big, but just a little bit bigger, and they still hug me really nicely. They're not super tight, they're not super loose, just really nice comfortable seats. Good lumbar support, and the seating position is just perfect. You got a little bit of a hood to look out of, but besides that, it is absolutely excellent, and just a very comfortable ride too. Like, You sit very nicely in the seat, and like you see your gauges real easy. Everything's like a nice wide window, easy to look out your mirrors and your windows, and really easy to see out the back. And that's all to do. I mean, it's a sedan, so it's not like the Challenger or something like that where it's a coupe and you have only one door or two doors, sorry, and it's a little bit harder to see out of. You have excellent visibility out of every way out on this, and one of the other things you notice right away is the throttle pedal. It's really touchy. Has a lot of like a small amount of delay right at the beginning, but then it kind of picks up a little bit, and you just gotta be kind of cautious with your throttle and a little careful about how you take off. And if you're pulling out of an intersection and pulling out quickly, you just gotta be careful with your throttle and whatnot. But that may also be for the fact that this has, you know, over 400 horsepower. So that's all to do with the car and the way it's set up. And I mean, it makes for a really fun and engaging ride. And also something else you notice right off the back is the exhaust note. Now, when I first started the car up, I asked the owner, like, hey, is this a stock exhaust, or did y'all put an exhaust on this? And they said no, that is the stock exhaust. And to me, it's crazy. It sounds wonderful, and when you first start it up and when you accelerate and stuff, it kind of gives you some good sound. But right here, right now, cruising at 65 miles an hour, it's wonderful. You really don't hear it at all. You get a little bit of road noise, not really much wind noise, but you get a lot of road feel, which this has the bigger wheels and stuff like that, since it is a Scat pack. And so that may have to do with it. The skinnier tires, you just get more of the road feel. But I like that. It kind of makes it more engaging and stuff like that. And we are on a bumpier road here, so you know, that's all part of it. All factors into it. Something else to talk about while we're just cruising here, going down the road, while I'm heading to some more fun roads to play around on. AC in the car works excellent. The radio has really good sound quality. It's really easy to use, and everything, all your main buttons are right there on the bottom of it, so that's really easy to use. AC works great, and still just the seating position is super comfortable. Like, you got the shifter you can rest your arm up, your hand on. The center console is really nicely padded, and steering wheel is a smaller steering wheel, but that's good for a car like this, a little bit more sporty of a car. And it's really comfortable. It's leather wrapped, no flat bottom or anything like that, but still a really nice comfortable wheel. Nice 9 and 3 notches. I'm sorry, 10 and 2 notches. Really nice and comfortable 9 and 3 grip. None of the buttons get in your way or anything like that. The hood, even though I'm sitting up a little bit higher in the seat, it's not that bad to see out of. It doesn't really block anything. It's really easy to judge your distance from curbs and anything like that. It really seems very easy to drive and very comfortable to drive overall. Alright, so far I haven't really pushed this car past about 2,500 or 3,000 RPM. So let's see, push a little bit harder. I'm not going to go full throttle yet. Let me see just a little bit more. Oh yeah. Oh, it shifts real good. Real nice, smooth shifts. Man, he gets you up to speed fast. That is crazy. Wow. Like, I was maybe half throttle. Oh, this is going to be fun. I got a few curves here, so I'm going to test them out and whatnot, see how it does. Ooh. A little bit body roll, but you can feel it grips real nice. He tracks around the corner, really point steering. Like, it wants to grip, it wants to just go around the corner real nice. Handles real well, man. And it stays planted. You get the little bit of body roll. It's a heavier car. I'm not sure exactly how much it weighs, but I know it's got to be a fair amount. These Dodges, you know. Man, brakes feel real nice. You get a good bite right at the top of the pedal, and it eats in as you go more. Handles real nice. But like I said, you do get the little bit of body roll, which is a little, that's to be expected, especially with a sedan. It's a Scat Pack. It's not anything super crazy. As you heard when I accelerated earlier, you heard the little bit of exhaust note and stuff like that. But man, the shifts are so nice. It does have the paddle shifters. I'm gonna try that out in a minute here whenever I get a chance. And you really don't notice the speed on it that much. You really truly don't. Like y'all saw what speed I got up to, and it didn't feel anything remotely like I was going that fast. And that it's a good thing and a bad thing. It can get you into a lot of trouble real easy. And it stayed real nice and planted that whole time accelerating. Let's see about it one more time. Second gear. Oh yeah. Wow. Man, that's nice. Not sure if it had a little wheel spin or if that was just traction control, just making sure it was staying in line and stuff like that. But man, feels really, really good. I'll put it in the manual, see about how it shifts on your own. Give it a downshift. Really responsive and nice. Really nicely. This is the 8-speed automatic. Obviously, with the double pedals. Really nice and responsive shifts. Up shifts and down shifts. Got some traffic coming, so wait for them. But wow, the pedals are you can feel they're a little bit plasticky and stuff. They still feel really nice, really easy to use. They're mounted to the steering wheel, obviously, but still really nice and comfortable pedals. Wow, I'm loving the paddle shifters on this. Everything I've heard about paddle shifters, it's always like something negative, like, oh, you click it and 3 seconds later it clicks. But like these are like click and blam, and I'm in love. I'll be perfectly honest, I am in love. It is awesome. Amazingly fun to drive, and I haven't even taken around crazy corners or any even mild corners at mild speeds yet. Just cruising around corners so far, but we're gonna take it up across a few corners in a second here. But man, and wow, thoroughly impressed so far. Brakes still feel really nice. You get that nice bite right at the top, and then it just digs on in. A couple of blind corners, so I'm gonna go a little bit slower through these. Car sounds phenomenal, feels really planted and nice, even braking heavily. Wow, you can feel it kind of wants to get out of shape and stuff like that, but it keeps you in control pretty well, honestly. Just hearing that exhaust bark is just invigorating. That is such a fun sound. Oh man, this thing is a blast. And I'm not going full throttle. That was maybe 3/4 throttle. Very blind turn, taking it slow through here, and I'm in third right now. Wow, so much fun. You guys, I cannot even explain how much fun this is. I have never had this much fun in a car before. This is the reason why we love cars. When you can do stuff like this, and it pinpoint accuracy with the handling, the braking feels amazing, throttle and excitement, and just the feel of the car. Of course, you got the body roll. You got, it's a heavier car. You have the body roll. You got the twitches and stuff like that. You're gonna have that, but it is a blast with all that. It makes it so exciting. Time for it. Full throttle. Second gear. Put it in drive. Smash it. Wow, you guys. Couple of bumps and stuff in the road right there, so I'll let off. But man, absolutely insane. Wow. I mean, I'm speechless. Like I said, I've never driven something like this. So I am just head over heels. Even my acceleration is like, oh, sorry, I'm a little bit shaky right now. That was a lot of adrenaline and a lot of fun. And then we're back cruising normally, nice and comfortable, just chill. Radio is gonna sound great. AC works great and really easy to use. Not a whole bunch of buttons right there. I'm just noticing the sport button on this. I did not notice the sport button before. Now it has a super track pack. I'm not going to touch that button because I have a feeling that probably turns off traction control, and I don't want that. I want traction control to be on all the time. That's something, especially for me. I've never driven a car like this before, like I said. So I want that traction control, safety, and stuff it's not my car. If it was my car, after a while getting used to it, I might press that button and see what it does. But maybe I'll press that sport button here in a minute and see how that is. How about that? Alright, so pressing the sport button pulls up a little green racing flag right there on the dash. Besides that, I'm not entirely sure what it does. I'm actually doing the driving portion right now before I do the outside video portion and kind of my intro and stuff like that. Just because it's easier for me right now. It's kind of cloudy outside, so I'm worried about any weather coming up or anything like that. So I'm doing that first. Now, I'm going to press the Super Track Pack just to see what it says, what anything does. So let's see. Nothing up on your dash, but on the center console by your radio, it pulls up the performance control. And it says things like activate launch mode and launch RPM set. So, yeah, I'm not going to touch any of that stuff. I'll leave it in sport mode. And I'm assuming that gives you, I guess, faster shifts, maybe a little bit more firmer ride, maybe, I guess. But I just need to take a breather and I will be right back. Alright, so final impressions of the Charger. Handle's really good, just a little bit of body roll, so that's kind of a negative, but that's expected with these. So you kind of know what you're getting into. Acceleration feels amazing. Sport mode stiffens the suspension a little bit, sharpens shifts, keeps you in a higher gear if you're in drive, so you have more just power at the ready and stuff like that. Really easy car to drive, really fun to drive, really easy to see out of, see all your blind spots and everything. Car looks phenomenal and has the fun to match the looks, and sounds great. Nice sparks with the shifting and whatnot. Just a ton of fun and a half. Can't even explain how much fun it is to drive, because it's just so much more than I would have thought when I first asked the owner about driving it and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, it'll be fun, it'll be noisy and handle well and stuff like that, but just wow. I'm going to be sad when I give the car back. I can definitely say that, because it is that much fun. Going to make me dislike driving my truck or my wife's car even that much more. Which, I don't dislike driving my wife's car. It's very comfortable. It's almost a smoother ride than this, just because of the, I guess, the thicker wide wall tires and softer suspension setup and stuff like that. This ride's a little bit stiffer, but something you get with the power and the wheel size and the handling and all that kind of stuff, suspension setups. That's just something that comes along with all of that. Is a little bit stiffer suspension and a little bit rougher ride, but not terribly. It doesn't slam you all around over the place. It's still really smooth. You just feel more of the road, basically. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this review of this Charger Scat Pack. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Thank you. Bye-bye. One more little acceleration, because why not?